episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in our last episode, well, you saw us beat AC Milan by 3-0 and get ourselves into a a Europa League semi-final against Spurs. And if you recall me at the time saying, we're going to get knocked out because English sides, and well, I have some talking to do. But before we get into that, we played a couple of crucial games. Now, I was saying to myself anyway, we've got 3 away games in a row now before the City game, and then 2 more afterwards, so it's a bit of a tough one. If we could get 4 points from those 3 away games against Stoke, Newcastle and QPR, then I would be pretty bloody confident about us getting into that 4th spot. Now, we pretty much got off to the perfect start in this month with a 3-1 win away at Stoke City, and that's no mean feat. Stoke are a damn good side, and I'm starting to wish that maybe we got them in the Europa League instead of Spurs, but Millington does so well here. Lovely little ball, reverse to Santos, and Santos is the man yet again for 15 goals this season and countless assists. I mean, it was 35 last we checked. I haven't had a look since, so God knows. Then 15 minutes in, he and Afterlet combined with some wonderful work here out on the wing to give Millington a chance to smash in yet another goal for himself, and Norm has had a great month. 38th goal of the season for him there in all competitions. I still think he can get to that 43, maybe even hit for 44. Then, just after half-time, terrible play from Stoke, and Pompey are 3 up. I was in dreamland. 39 goals for the season from Millington, were 3 up, away from home at Stoke City, and it was game over at that point. They did then immediately respond and get on back through Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. He is still playing and has got 22 goals this year for Stoke. But we managed to hang on and get 3 points. Crucial. Because Arsenal were not going anywhere. In our next game, away at Newcastle. This game, Newcastle only had 1 shot on target the entire game, and that came in the 84th minute. Because it was Dybala that went through. Oh, man. Luigi Lucarelli might well have just saved our season with this goal. Literally 87 minutes, nothing much is happening. Gomez's ball through. Lucarelli with the first time strike. Poor goalkeeping, but Lucarelli wins the game for us there with his 7th goal of the season. And I don't think he's ever scored a more crucial goal for us. So great to see that, and a 1-0 win away from Newcastle. Then that was, suddenly you got 6 points, and we only wanted 4. So I thought, right, going into QPR, we know what they're like. We know we always have them as our bogey team. Maybe we can nick a draw. And we came very, very close to nicking a draw. We didn't really deserve it. I think if you were going to declare a winner from this game, it probably should have been QPR. And they did get in there. But I was just disappointed with us not clearing our lines there at the last minute and allowing them to take that, because that would have been a crucial point for us. And a point I was really worried, because Arsenal had actually lost against Nottingham Forest 3-1, which meant that we were in a good situation where it meant that a point would give us a 6-point gap over them with 3 matches left. Sorry, no. Arsenal lost the next game. Sorry, my bad. It's really hard to explain. Basically, going into the game against City, we were 5 points clear because they'd... Oh, fuck me. It's really hard to... Basically, we are currently... I'll explain in a minute when we get there. Next up, though, it was against Spurs in the Europa League, and this was just a shit tip of a game. I was furious. Look at this. I mean, you can see what I'm angry about already, I'm sure. But that is not the only thing I'm angry about. Not only did Ivancic, Borja Gomez, and Santos all get injured in this game, which meant we actually ended up finishing this one with 9 men, because 2 of the injuries occurred 84th and 88th minute. But that's Borja Gomez, Ivancic, and Santos all in one game. Now, you might think, okay, well, that's horrific luck, but... Oh, yeah, no, it gets worse. And, when a game's stunned... We went 1-0 up in this one after 6 minutes. We, at home, against Spurs, need a good lead to take away into the next leg. Lovely ball through here, and Lucarelli, just after doing that heroics against Newcastle, scores again. 1-0 Pompey on 5 minutes. Great stuff. That was our first shot of the game, I think. But from that moment on, we really did start to batter Spurs in terms of... We didn't hit the target that much. That was kind of the problem here, though, was we just couldn't seem to find the target enough. Ball over the top here for Millington. On 10 minutes, though, we did find the target again. Eventually. We were just first to every ball, playing wonderful stuff. Spurs were they had like 22% possession for like the first... Oh, God, ball in and clear. They were just nowhere near this game, basically. And then we were everywhere, and it was such a great feeling to go 2 up against them. Great work here from Millington. Following it in, and it's 2-0. 2-0 on 10 minutes. Lovely stuff. 40th goal of the season. I was thinking 2-0. Lovely. That is perfect. Spurs then immediately get a free kick, and of course that happens. First shot of the game goes in. 2 minutes later, second shot of the game goes in. I'm not even shitting you when I say this. Spurs scored with their first 4 shots of the game. They had 4 shots in the first half. All 4 of them resulted in a goal. That was it. None off target. 4 shots, 4 on target, 4 goals. I mean, technically one of them was an own goal, but it still went down as a shot on target because, this. Cherney there made it 3-2, and I was just like, what in the name of Jesus has just happened? We took the lead, we dominated the game, then score 4 times with 4 successive shots. I don't even know what the fuck happened, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? You know, play against an English side, you're going to get knocked out. As I did say this before, I mean, what about that? Just, everything. Admittedly, they had some shots later on in the game, but, you know, we did go down to 9 men for a while. Thing is, before half-time, we actually got another goal. We managed to get one back to make it 4-3 and give ourselves a little bit of hope in the second half. But, of course, we just couldn't put our... I mean, it's a great strike from Millington. But, I mean, I'm not saying that we deserve to win it, but for the fact is, they scored with their first 4 shots of the game, and it's just, like, Christ on a bike. Like, we can't do that. I did say it, though, didn't I? You know, come up against an English side in Europe and that shit happens. It's just, I know it's not anything to do with that, blah, 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 but the point is, I did say this was exactly what was going to happen, and it did. Like, it's just disappointing. Because we were in a ridiculously tough situation. Now, the one bonus we do have is that Spurs actually played a game 2 days ago, which means that they are going to be knackered coming into this one against us, and they have to rest some players. So I'm tempted to maybe go 2 up top for this one and just try and... We need to win by 2 goals, basically, because anything else is, unless we win 4-3, is just not good enough. The injuries as well. I mean, Gomez is out for the rest of the season. Ivancic and Santos, thankfully, weren't seriously injured and are actually back just about, I think. But fucking ridiculous. Then, though, we got a little bit of respite, and Kieran Griffiths has parted ways with us in the sense that probably will be his last ever goal for us, but or a more important goal. I mean, City were decent. We matched them in a lot of respects, but I just decided to have a crack at them. I basically said to myself, you know, if we lose this one and we're the better side, then so be it. It's what happens, isn't it? But we actually managed to get an equaliser. Kieran Griffiths, we threw caution to the wind, went at them, and Griffiths scored his first goal of the season and earned us a point against Manchester City. A point which, coupled with Arsenal's defeat to Nottingham Forest, in the end, left us 6 points clear of Arsenal with 2 games to go. We're 6 points clear of them, 2 games to go. Our goal difference is 31 better. So unless there's a monumental swing in the next 2 league games, and I mean monumental like them winning 15-0 every game, we're basically as good as qualified for the Champions League in 4th spot. And that is a bonus. That is good, basically. City are not quite champions yet. There's still a chance that United could catch them. But as you can see, Millington's got 24 in the league. Santos is still the best player in the league. Santos has the most assists and the most player in the match awards. I also saw that the Players Player of the Year award was up for grabs, and they're talking about it. Santos not even mentioned. The players that they're talking about for it are Martial, Robson, and someone from Man United, I think. I can't remember his other. Oh no, it was Riyad Becker. It was Becker. What is this shit? Like, if he doesn't win all of those awards, there's something wrong with this, because he's the best player in the league by an absolute mile in terms of his average rating and scored the most assists, anyway, let's take a little look at the squad. So, top goal scorer is Norman Millington with 41 now. And, you know, there's still 3 games left confirmed, potentially 4. You know, I think he could maybe get 43 again, amazingly. Santos has 15, and then it's Vanoss, Marcio, and Burrell, interestingly. So, yeah, assist-wise, Santos hasn't really hit the ground running the last few games. It still has 35 assists, which is an insane amount. Player of the match, of course, still him with 16. Yellow cards, Ivancic with 15. Red cards, still nobody... Oh, no, yeah, sorry, what we're talking about. We have had some. Aerial challenges. Oh, no, average rating, Santos is still miles clear at the top, and will surely win. Aerial challenges, yeah, Pedro Miguel Lopez Souza. Key passes, Santos with 266, but Gerald Van Os has really stepped up there, and that's what I like to see. Millington's done quite well as well. Key tackles, 45 for Robert Gray. Interceptions now, he's up nearly 600 now, from 54 appearances though, so to be fair. And we've basically not had any more mistakes leading to goals, which is good. So guys, that leads us into today's game, and I'm just going to see what system they're going to line up with. They're going 4-4-2. I'm thinking we might have to take... Like, this strategy did not work against them at home, basically. I mean, whether or not it would have on another day, but the fact is they scored 4 times against us. I know, yeah, they scored 4 with 4 shots, but the point is they still, I don't know, and we need to win this by some amount, and I'm thinking perhaps today might be a good day to revert to this, go 2 up top and really try and hammer them, basically. See who we've got fit. Millington and Burrell, Santos, Ivancic, after that Wallace, because Lucarelli still isn't confident to play there yet. Gray, Verstraeten, Lopez Sousa Vega. The problem is missing both Peralta and Gomez now. It's not going to, of course, we've got Marcelo out as well. We are literally down to our bare bones towards the end here, and we're just limping across the line, essentially. But I don't know, I just think this is probably our only chance, is to play this tactic, because we know that it works better against 4-4-2, but I've been using the other one just because we have been beating teams playing 4-4-2 using that other tactic as well, but not always, and we need a bit more than just a 1-0 and good defence. We need a big one. Basically, so that's the plan here. I think we're apparently the favourites, but I can't see it myself. I think we're going to go out, and it's a shame because I just feel like we did well enough in that first game with the chances we created, but then at the same time they did create 4 clear-cut chances and they scored 4 goals. Of course they were I just can't get over the fact they scored with their first 4 shots on target. Sorry, shots of any sort. Oh my god, they've actually gone with the same starting 11. That's brave. They literally played 2 days ago. What kind of match fitness? Oh, we can't find out, can we? That's surprising. I'll give them that they're actually going with that lineup, considering they pretty much played that exact lineup. Because Origi and that look, they all scored, and I had a little look. Surprising. But whatever. I just really. A 2-0 win would be huge, because that would actually put us through, but I just can't see it happening. I think they'll beat us here as well, but we've got to go for it. I'm going to go attacking from the off, because we need to. Just going to... yeah, that'll do for now. It's the only chance, really, I feel, is if we play this system, because we've got to come up with something, and I think this is the only hope for us. I know I haven't played it in ages, but sometimes you've just got to change things up, knowing it didn't work in the first leg, and this system notoriously, or in the past, has at least shown to be worked. Oh, it's 1-0. Van Os, 1-0 up. 14 goals he's got this year, and genuinely massively impressed with our first shot of the game. Wow. Spurs 0, Portsmouth 1, but we need more than that. That's the thing. We can't just win this game by a goal to nil. We have to score... Well, a 2-0 win would do it, but I feel that we're probably going to have to score more than that in order to stand a chance. Plus, I still think that doesn't matter, because Spurs will probably go and score, like, with their first 3 shots on target or something in this match. Then again, we've done that, but we've done it early. Verstraeten, Millington, he's got a strike partner now, which is going to be useful for him. Win that ball. There's 3 of them in there. Well done, guys. Van Os, Wallace, round the corner here for Ali Burrell. Has to score. Does. It's Portsmouth. Wow, Spurs 0, Portsmouth 2. And wow, this tactic is actually working. I don't think Spurs were expecting it. We've been playing the same tactic for quite a while now, but it seems today, Jed Wallace, lovely ball through, and Ali Burrell's not played for ages, but he's just put Pompey 2 up here at White Hart Lane. Not that we didn't lead 2-0 in the first leg, though, so let's not get too excited just yet, eh? You know, when you're 4-0 up, then we can start to talk. Then we'll talk about it. Santos whips it in. Nobody there. It's going to come back to him, though. Whips it in again. It's in the... No, it's not. No, it is. It is in the back of the net. It's 3-0 Pompey. What? That looked like a Millington goal, but it is Spurs 0, Portsmouth 3 in the first 10 minutes here. We could be witnessing history here. I don't know what... Oh, did he... Oh, God. Woeful defending there from Spurs, and it is Spurs 0, Portsmouth 3. This could be crucial. Burrell's through here. Can he score another one? Oh, come back to him. Out for Santos. Santos, and it's well saved. We've done so well. The opening 15 minutes of this game has been perfect. We've scored 3 goals. We're going through an aggregate at the moment. Not to say that won't change, because you know what this game's like. Oh, Lopez Sousa around the post this time. We've been dominating the opening stages of this game. But the problem is going to come because we can't afford to take our foot off the gas, unfortunately. I just can't see that. You know, this tactic is kind of an all or nothing. What the hell happened there? Let me guess. First shot on target, first goal. Oh, Jesus. And it begins. Like, what on earth was this shit going on as well? But yet again... Also, why is he not blocking that? He's right there! 3-1 though. We're still ahead on aggregate now. But we're going to have to score more goals, basically. That's the key to this. You know, our success in this game relies on... Oh, let me guess. Second shot on target, second goal! Fuck me. It doesn't matter what you do, does it, guys, really? I mean, it really doesn't matter what you do. You can play brilliantly in the opening stages to the game, get yourself 3-0 up, and still, it won't give in, will it? Right. Struggling to keep possession. Well, not that bad. It's 43. Unfortunately, now we are going out. A 3-2 win is not enough for us. We need another goal. I can't believe we've let 2 goals in with our first 2 shots on. Fuck this. It's so predictable. Right. We're going to have to keep going in the second half. We need to get 4-2 would do. If we can get a 4th goal, then there's a chance, because then it means if they do come back, it's not an automatic loss. You know, if we can get a 4th goal, that levels it up on aggregate in terms of away goals. I'm going to try and exploit the left flank because Santos is out there and he could be crucial for us in the second half. We need a goal, basically. There's no two ways about this. Burrell, maybe to shoot. Comes back for Vanos. And another strike is well saved by Hugo Lloris. Ah, damn it. They'll probably end up winning on the night as well, if honest. We'll go 3-0 up and end up losing 4-3. It's just how it is, isn't it? Rotario. He's offside there, surely. Okay, no. Good clearance, though, up to Burrell. No, go on, have a run at them, Ali. Thankfully, we've got Marcio on the bench, so we can at least try and... Burrell, although he has scored the goal, he's not looked the same player that he was before. Although he has, you know, at least scored for us today. We're still looking at the better side. That's what I forgot to do as well. Right, what can we change? I'm sorry, but Millington's not been good enough in today's game. We do lack other options. That is the slight problem with this system at the moment, but I had to, really, because if we played that same system, we were going to lose, basically. I can't believe we've let a 3-0 lead. I just... But you... Well done, right. Go, 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 go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, there you go, guys. We're out of Europe. I'm sorry, I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, I know, you should go defensive when... But, you know, if we go defensive when we're 3-0 up and it's bombing forward like that, then you know exactly what's going to happen. They'll do this anyway. Because if you go defensive that early in the game, we were only ever going to concede goals. Right, now we've got to score. We basically have no choice but to go and score. Wait, no, we'll do that at the end. Right. Fuck me. Attacking, right. Overload, yep. Shoot on sight. Take more risks. Close down more. Play... that won't really do much. Screw it, just to exploit the flanks. We're not going to go anything specific here. Team talk. Push forward. We've just got no choice but to try and go for this, you know. We'll probably end up losing this 4-3, but so be it, you know. If that's what happens, it happens. It's just... I can't believe we've let that slip. And at the same time, I also can completely believe it. They're going to win the game anyway, aren't they? There we go, good stuff. Oh well. Whatever. I give up. Because it's so predictable. Like, I know I can make changes, but what changes do you make there? It's just... fuck this. It's such a shame, because I did even say this before, like, you know, if we come up against an English opponent, we're going to get done. And we have, basically, and I don't really feel like... I feel like we've played well enough today to not get completely fucked, basically. And that's what's happened anyway. We were 3-0 up in this game, and I don't care how attacking they... I just get the ball. Oh, for fuck's sake, it just won't break for you, will it? There you go, good stuff. They don't need many chances to score goals, that's what I would say. I mean, yeah, I can see they've had more clear-cut chances than us, and good for them, but, like, we are 3-0 up. It's a fucking joke. If this was against a there we go. We're going to go out of Europe 9-6 on aggregate. I can't believe we were 3-0 up in this game, and it's just fucked. So there you go, guys. Out of Europe. Big surprise there. Right, let's move on. I don't know what else to say, really. You know, we had to give it a go. We got ourselves 3-0 up. Even if I turn it into a defensive system at that point, they'll still do that. Because then basically all we're saying to them if we do that is, go on then, do your worst. And they would have done it anyway, frankly. So don't give me that crap about, oh, put 5 at the back or something at this point. Because it wouldn't... Firstly, that means we'd use all our substitutions, pretty much, to have to do that. And secondly, the moment I do that, we'd get loads of injuries, because that just seems to be what happens when you make your third substitution earlier in the game. But I just can't believe we... It all went wrong the moment we let them score with their first 2 shots on target. Sensing a pattern there, but there you go, we're out of Europe. Got to the semi-finals, which is a lot better than I expected, but really I feel like we should be beating Spurs. I mean... And obviously they've had plenty of chances later on in that game, because we've had to go for it. I just can't believe we've lost that tie. Oh, fuck. Well, there you go, guys. Out of Europe again. I'm not really sure what else I can say other than I just... Like... I know it just sounds like I'm moaning all the time, but the fact is I predicted that exactly this shit would happen in the games before they even come along. So it's like... Anyway, right, so we've got 2 games left of the season, basically. We can kind of chill in them, really. We've got Southampton away, it was going to be a tough one. And then we've got Sunderland also away, but they're bottom and already relegated by about 8 years. They are just gone. Newcastle look like they're going to be joining them down there, though, it would appear. Unless they pull off something magical on the last day of the season. Oh no, of course there's 2 games, haven't they? What am I talking about? But Hull do have another game in hand, so... I think we'll be fine. We'll get into 4th place and it'll all be dandy. I'm just disappointed because I felt like we were good enough this year in Europe. I mean, look, Spurs are 9th in the Premier League. We've beaten them, I think, home and away this year. And yet, the moment we come to play them in the Europe, it's just, nah, not having it. Yeah, we won 3-2 away at Spurs and 5-1, if I recall, at home against Spurs. So yeah, playing that exact tactic. We beat them 5-1. And we played the other tactic when we beat them 3-2 away from home. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You're not going to go through. So that's... Hopefully next year we'll just give it a crack. I really thought this year was the chance we'd win the Europa League, frankly. But there you go. I expect Spurs will win it. They've won it before 2 or 3 times since this save started. It's a bit like Chelsea in the League Cup. They've won the last 3 League Cups, so we were never going to beat them in the final, and they've won their 4th. So there we go. Join me in the next episode for the Sunderland game. I'll do a squad report in that episode as well, just to sort of pad it out a little bit so you don't, otherwise it'll be way too short. So guys, if you like what you've seen, and I fucking haven't, then please drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to see even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I do apologise for the rantiness in that episode. It's just incredibly frustrating when you constantly take the lead and you just know that they're going to do it, and they have. So there you go, guys. I will see you guys in the next episode for the Sunderland game. Bye-bye.